now.
Okay. You can see my screen, okay? But I can see anything of the.
Yes, we
Okay.
can see your screen.
Okay, let's start. Today, I want to talk to you about obesity. So, obesity is a dangerous condition because nowadays obesity have a normalization around the world. It's important to address that obesity is not just a matter of appearance; it's a complex health problem with far-reaching implications. Nowadays, the healthcare is deficient in the order to prevent and treat the obesity. There are some key factors. According with the World Health Organization, 650 million of adults and 340 million children and adolescents were obese. Um, it's increasing. This is alarming because this trend is tripled since 1975 and turning a global health crisis. So in 2016, more than 1.9 million of adults are in overweight and obese. This problem is from the kind of food that we are consuming day by day. Most of the world population live in the countries that were overweight, and obesity kills more people than underweight. Nowadays, underweight is not a problem in some countries. For example, in United States, you can find people around 200, 300 kilos of overweight. Is really worried. I don't know if you sometimes see Kilos Mortales in Discovery Channel. It's a good example of it. Um, the good thing is that obesity is preventable, but obesity they have a lot of risk factors associated. But genetic factors, it's important. The 70 and 40% of the genetic factors have influence in your obesity. The poor diet, if you don't eat the proper food, you securely be in obesity. The lack of physical activity, the current lifestyle, it's is the trigger of obesity. Our job, our occupations don't allow to do physical activity in a good way. The socioeconomic status, psychological factors as anxiety, depression, some medical conditions as hypothyroidism is the most common currently. Some medications, as in antidepressants, corticosteroids, antipsychotics, even diabetes medication contribute to get worse the problem. Currently, metformin and the overuse of injected insulin get worse the problem. The lack of sleep, if you don't rest properly, you secure start an obesity condition. The environment, the social environment, society promotes the food disorder and early life factors. There are some conditions associated with obesity in the pulmonary conditions, immune conditions, gastrointestinal condition, cardiovascular health conditions are associated with obesity. But it's important to highlight that there are lots of treatment for obesity, and the changes in lifestyle, behavioral interventions, medical supervision, nutritional counseling are important tools to prevent and manage the obesity. I don't recommend the pharmacotherapy and the surgical interventions. Surgical surgical intervention just as a last resort to manage a morbid obesity. And the mind-body approach is very useful to manage the obesity. So I want to talk about my personal experience. I suffer obesity all my life. This condition affect my health. I don't have the opportunity to treat my obesity since 2 or 3 years ago that I take the control of my habits and change my lifestyle. I start to make a physical activity. I want to say that working out literally saved my life, change my mind and improve my health in a way that you can imagine is really important for me. This is an evidence of my change. I started with 44 size, and in this moment I am in 38. I am feel so proud about this change in my life. But the message is that obesity is an important is the new pandemic of the 21st century. It's preventable, and you can do something always. The thing is that you take action to improve your health and change your life. So thank you.
Diego, congratulations. It was a very interesting topic. And I mean, your personal experience was incredible. Like, I want to say thank you very much for sharing. Um, and of course, congratulations because it's not easy to get there. Like it takes a lot of um effort and strength. So, congratulations.
Thank you, teacher.
I see a lot of hands. So, who wants to go first? Oh, Maida, go ahead.
Okay, Diego, congratulations again. Okay, I think that it's so hard. For this reason, I had a question for you. How do we realize and accept that we are overweight?
Okay, the signals are clear when you start to notice that your clothes not fit is the first signal. And when your health starts to decrease, you have a condition as hypertension, as you start to feel very tired, you don't have any energy to do something. This is the most clear signals. And your appearance, maybe your face change, your body change. It's important to take action. I say that because you I don't know how to say it. If you start the way of obesity, it's a no return way. You have to take action because your health will be affected in any ways.
Thank you so much.
Brisman?
Yes. Hello, nice to meet you, Diego.
Nice to meet you, Rizman.
Congratulations again. Okay, Diego, according with your experience and your study, does obesity have a risk of causing cancer?
Oh, yes. One of my experience, I had my aunt died of cancer, about cancer, pancreas cancer, caused by obesity. She was obese and suffered diabetes for many years, and she died of pancreas cancer. It's a painful condition. Uh, she was in a hospital for many time, and all the family have to see how this person died. It's really painful, a really painful experience. that this was the signal for me that, come on, man, you have to do something because your own is dying, and you don't want the same for you in the future.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Diego and everybody. Omaira, do you have any other question? Is it Omaira or no? Yvette.
Perfect, yes.
Hello, Diego.
Hello, Yvette. Nice to meet
Uh,
you.
Nice to meet you. Okay, my question is, what do you think a person should do so that a person doesn't reach a dangerous condition of obesity?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Okay, what do you think a person should do so that a person doesn't reach a dangerous condition of obesity?
Okay. Now, how to teach a person is difficult. Generally, the obese people is don't dimension the risks that they have until they start to suffer the condition related with the obesity. Your body change, as said in the last question, and the person starts to decrease the energy, their daily life turn more sedentary, and it's a difficult process for this person. Psychological attention and have information is the key for treat the obesity in these persons. In my case, I read a lot of books. The book that definitely changed my mind was the Metabolic Miracle of the Dr. Carlos Jaramillo. He explained all the condition and all the risks and as I said in Spanish, en peras y manzanas. You can easily understand what happened with your body and what kind of food you have to avoid if you want to improve your health. It's a really complex process, but it's possible. But the the question is that the person have the intention to change.
That doctor has many books about it, right? You can actually acquire these books in Panamericana, and the books are really interesting. As Diego said, you can understand everything. I mean, when it comes to your body, everything that happens in your body when you kind of eat some kind of food and the way it affects your body as well. So it's really clear, but the thing is that it's really hard to follow. It's like it takes a lot of mental strength, like, and the willing, of course, to change your habits as well. So thank you very much, Diego, for sharing. I'm going to stop here your recording.